dogs you have. Your dog. And then on top, let me finish.
No. See, now the real, no. Hold on. See, the real you is coming out.
No, I'm not hiding anything. To go around, let me finish.
No. Hold on. The real you is coming out now. You don't want to hear about your dog. Fuck you. Now. No.
Okay.
See, the thing that y'all don't understand is people know that y'all got a negative disposition towards them. Well, white people know y'all hate them. And then when they return the same energy back to you, when they say, well, don't nobody want to hear about your ghetto kids at home that keep on writing on the wall all day, then you're going to get offended. You can talk about their dogs and say, fuck you, bitch. But then if they call you an angry black woman and it's, and this is where the black fatigue comes from, is because y'all always victims and you're never the aggressor. For some reason or another, y'all are always the ones that get offended. And then when you finally get called out on your then it's, oh my God, I can't believe it. Diversity, equity, inclusion, and all of this other bull. You just exhibited exactly what men deal with on a regular basis. Now, white people are dealing with it. See, this is what men have been going through inside of their households. They've been knowing and they've been dealing with the angry black woman syndrome for centuries, for decades. Now, white people, the very ones that y'all join forces with, especially white women, they saying, okay, Shaquanda, how many times are you going to be aggressive in the workplace? And how much chicken are you going to steal out of a refrigerator? And when they then call y'all out on y'all boy, now it's you. We don't like to hear your dogs, and I didn't want to go to the potluck because your cat probably was standing on the counter. They can see the resting face. Y'all don't hide y'all emotions well. You think that everybody is supposed to tiptoe around y'all. And now they have black fatigue. Q, now you see what black fatigue is. Yo, hold on. It's so funny to me how women who have the ultimate trump card in life, you guys literally have privilege in corporate America. All you got to do is be pretty, smile, do your job, and be likable. For some reason, y'all fuck that up too. How?
I'm trying to tell.
Listen, men love promoting women that look good, take care of themselves, smell exceptional, and get along with people. It's not difficult. You guys get front of the line. You get to take care of things. You get the first right of refusal, all of that. We have, and y'all got laws. Well, y'all previously had laws that promoted, that encourage promotion and all of this stuff. How do you fuck that up? How do you make it so difficult? And I'm going to tell you why. Because y'all gossip, y'all ugly, y'all negative. Y'all always disrespectful to people. You expect for people to tiptoe around you. And
not happy.
And people are tired, especially white people, Indian people, Asian people. They're tired of looking at you, coming in, look like who the fuck did it and why. You show up late every day. You always run in your mouth. And you never really actually add any value to the organization. And when you don't get a promotion, it's everybody else's fault except for yours. People are tired of listening to black women complain about their plight in life. You complain about your husbands. You complain about your kids. You complain about your job. You complain about the fucking color of the street.
You planted a lot of words, right?
No. Y'all just come. I don't know if y'all are ever happy.
Well, let you know.
They don't even like each other. They don't even like each other. I've never seen a group of black women go on a trip together and come back, and all of them are still the same towards each other when they get back.
Don't get trapped into that statement, y'all.
Y'all don't like each other.
Okay. You are raised by a black woman. You are married to a black woman.
Why is it
your perception of black women so negative?
It's not negative. It's just facts.
Facts are negative.
No.
Then that means if the facts are negative,
it's your turn.
No. Come on, don't get trapped.
When I address the men, and I call them Dusty and I say, hey man, get your money up, get your life together or whatever, they just take their L and they make the adjustment and they level up and they win in life. Whenever I address black women and I say, hey, listen, you're a little bit dusty and you've been sucking a little bit too much dick over the last 2 years, then they say, oh my God, you hate black women. How do I hate you? Listen, if I hated you, I wouldn't tell you that you sucking too much dick. I would just join the line. But I don't join the line. What I do is I say, hey, black woman, stop, get up off your knees. They a little too ashy, and stop letting people use you as a rag. I'm holding you accountable because I want you to do better, not because I want to see you on your knees. I want to see you on your feet.
I'm gonna tell you, if you have to hold a black woman accountable, you're always gonna fail. That's something that has to pick up on its own. And I don't know how we go from workplace etiquette to bulldagging, hunching. I don't know why we.
I'm addressing it across all. Listen,
we were talking about how black women have to deal with, what do they call it, white fragility. So to Jess's and Miss Deja's point, the white woman I was talking about went and told everybody that she was trying to fight her. She called her a B word. And it's like you had to add that stuff on because you knew if you went and told HR, well, I said, did she want a fucking or a freaking gold star? And she turned around and said, she didn't want shit from me. HR is gonna hold her accountable and your ass accountable.
Have y'all think about it like this? This is the question that you. No. Think about it like this, Dalen. Let me help you.
Okay.
When you think about how you speak and how you act, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Could you live with another you?
Me? Absolutely.
No. Think about it before you answer.
Okay.
Yes.
From personality and how I carry myself.
Live, work, and play with another, with you, a duplicate of you, and say, I had to work with this person every single day for the rest of my life.
Absolutely, because I'm easy to work with. I'm about
shit.
Well, why don't you let people tell you what the it is before
because I'm not gonna let y'all lie to me tonight.
I don't need to lie about my professional work history. That's one of the main. This is why black women thrive, because they know how to.
What happens when you call you a stupid bitch with a dog?
Well, that's the thing. I would never call you. First of all, we're not talking about our dogs. We're not talking about our men.
No, you just said it to me. Because see, the thing about you, think about it. The thing about you is that you know what you thinking about you. Because you the one that be thinking it. So just because you don't say it, don't mean that you're not thinking it. So when you realize that the other you is looking at you like a fucking bitch and saying, you dumbass. How are you gonna react?
You know I want, girl.
How are you gonna react to you?
Well, I wouldn't say, well, Dalen, you're being a bitch. I'd be like, well, bitch, I'm not being a bitch. I'm being a cunt, like every day. So let's just do this work, get it done, and then we can go home.
And you think that's okay to you. And you think that makes sense in society today?
You said for myself.
And you can't understand why when y'all go into a restaurant, all of the servers say, "Oh shit."
Well, absolutely not, because the black women you're talking about are the ones that have not learned how to conduct themselves appropriately. And
you don't fit that stereotype, right?
No, I don't. And you know what, Anton? I think the truth and reality in which I'm displaying now contradicts the lies you try to purport about me. I'm gonna say that again. How I really am contradicts what you believe about me. Like you think I'm this ghetto.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about a reflection of what. Listen, shit, right? Do you realize that this is not a stereotype? That this is exactly who y'all are?
It's not. Everybody has a one side and another side. Every race, you have white people, rednecks, black people, niggers, or you have Indians and dirty people because it stank over there. Like every race has its.
How racist you are?
A and B. That wasn't racist. That was prejudice. But at the same time, we have to acknowledge that because I'm being prejudiced or racist to my own people. Every time we defend the quality people that are facing the same result, you come bringing up Shaquitas and Shaquanas. Well, let's talk about the Lolas and the Qs and the Jesses and the Daylens. Why don't we talk about
They're not out in public displaying. If they are doing it, we don't see it on a regular basis.
You got trapped. He just diverted the conversation to.
I ain't got trapped. I'm a grown ass woman. What is you talking about, girl?
Man, we was not talking.
What I am saying is, Nothing to do with no. We're talking about the majority and the loudest voices. Now, if you truly believe these things, get louder, shut them down, shame them. Like, make shaming great again. I should get a hat.
Yes, honey. Yes.
But is that what we were addressing, Nikki? Because I don't like
to address a statement you made because you just been running your mouth. So I really wanted to address what you just said because it don't make sense. It just really don't make sense. I want you all to think logically.
Okay.
That's all I want. I love y'all. That's why I do what I do. That's literally why I just do the work I do in the community. That's why I do what I do. That's why I say what I say. Like, I love y'all, but y'all have got to stop. Like, y'all are literally, I'm finna hit my Jasmine Crockett. Y'all are literally damn mess.
Well, maybe that's why you carrying on the way you
say nothing about like it. I said I'm finna be Jasmine Crockett.
I wouldn't say nothing of the like.
Because I know you probably love her.
Why would I? Why would I love everyone on here knows that I'm a supporter. I act like Jasmine.
You don't act like
a ratchet hood booger that has no home training.
Well, I don't know if you act like a ratchet hood booger, but you are loud and you are the stereotype that we are talking about.
Green, you're the loudest one on the channel, and I don't think so.
Yeah, I am now.
You may
have now
personality, but then you're just as worse as you're purporting that I am. So I'm keeping my.
But I have not purported to be better.
Well, I don't need to anyone to be heard, unlike what you're doing right now. You don't need to like what I'm saying. Well,
it's not the point of what I'm saying. Okay, you know what? There you go. Leave them over. Reprobate. Right. Okay.
Anyway, we were originally talking about how Black women who don't deserve it, who don't ask for certain treatment in the workplace, how they receive certain things with white fragility. And all I was pointing out is that white women can manipulate situations to have people on their side. Now, of course, this is not this big major thing that's happening left and right. I think why we bring it up is because there should be no room and no place for anybody to weaponize their ethnicity or their race to see an outcome or to get someone reprimanded or to apply corrective action.
Okay, we got you. There's going to be a group of women that hear this that are Black women, and they're not going to be offended. And the reason that they're not going to be offended is because they don't have the same experiences as you.
It doesn't apply to them.
They're not going. If you say, yo, all men are broke or all Black men are broke, I'm not going to be offended because I don't fit that stereotype and I don't fit that narrative. And so, you know, for all of the women that are watching this that are offended, it's probably because it's something that I said that actually hit you. And it's some truth to it. And so, again, I think that people are tired. They no longer going to tolerate the bullshit. And it's old. And at some point, y'all got to stop. The reason that they created that statue in New York and that lady had her hand on her hip like this is because that's the way that the world sees y'all. I'm not just talking about in the United States of America. That's the way the world sees you guys. And she was sitting up there with her hand on her hip like this. That's the way that the world sees you guys. And if you want to change the narrative or the perspective, then you have to do the self-work. It's not everybody else. It's you. Mm-hmm. You are the problem. You are the problem. The reason why a lot of guys are saying, look, if y'all were so awesome and y'all were so great as human beings, you wouldn't have men saying, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and not date this woman. The reason that y'all have problems dating is because, or the reason that y'all have problems getting husbands, or the reasons that y'all have problems at work, or the reasons ain't nobody racist against you. Don't nobody care about you. They just know what to expect when you get there.